Good afternoon, this is Darno from Porsche of Ocala. Just taking a moment to show you the wonderful 718 Porsche Cayman. It's a 2018 in white with black interior. In 2017, the Cayman was changed and rebranded to the 718. You'll notice quite a few changes with the body lines. It appears wider, the lines are a little sharper on the vehicle. Parking sensors have become standard on the front and rear of the vehicle. They've changed the power plant to this vehicle, so now it's a 2-liter, 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that produces 300 horsepower, 286 pound-foot of torque, and you get peak torque at 1950 RPM, which is quite impressive. This particular vehicle is equipped with the 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, or Porsche's PDK, so the shifts are rapid, very smooth. We've also changed the rear design of the vehicle, so you have these newly designed taillights. It's normal with the Cayman, you got a single exhaust tip coming out of the back. You have the active aerodynamics in the rear, so the spoiler comes up on its own and will also go back down on its own. But there is a switch in the car, a button that you can press that'll actually raise the spoiler or lower it. The air intakes were made a little bit larger going into this new generation to help feed air where they need to be. The interior has been improved. Your seats are very similar to the last generation, but you have a newly designed steering wheel, a new radio design. The steering wheel design was taken from the 918 Spider. This is a new version of the PCM. It is touchscreen radio, the navigation. This particular model has the new generation, they have a proximity sensor, so as soon as your hand gets close to the screen, it'll actually allow for the menu that's available to pop up. This vehicle is equipped with the Premium Package Plus, so you get quite a few things with that. Heated and ventilated seats are one thing, so you have that on the driver and passenger side. You have 14-way seats with the memory package, so you have the memory seats on the driver's side. You have 2 settings for the seat, the steering wheel, and your mirrors. And then you have a third button there with a picture of a key on it. That's going to be to set a number of different options in the vehicle. You do have this TFT display as a standard option, which displays tons of information. This is the main vehicle menu here. Now you have boost pressure added to this because of the vehicle being turbocharged now. But as you go through, you'll see that you have your radio functions, you have your map here, so that you can actually zoom in and out of here. If you wanted to actually keep the map here instead of on this screen, you could do that. But if you cycle down, you can actually go to your navigation screen, which will show your previous destinations or your turn-by-turn directions while using the navigation. Then you have your trip monitor here. You have your tire pressure. It'll measure the tire pressure once you hit the desired speed, once you're driving. And then back around to your vehicle menu, where you'll be able to access your settings, as well as see how much oil you have in the vehicle, and see when your service is due. There's plenty of information displayed there. Porsche wanted to make it as simple as possible to operate the system in the vehicle. Again, this car puts the power down through the 7-speed PDK. Now they changed the operation a little bit on this, so if you have it in the manual mode, you'll see that you'll go up in gear by pulling the shift lever towards you, and go down in gear by pushing it away from you. And that's to help with the smoothness of driving. So now you're going with the momentum of the car as opposed to fighting against it. You do have your standard sport mode down here, your PSM, or your Porsche Stability Management. The sport mode is going to allow you to get better throttle response, as well as change how the car is shifting. This is going to be your stability control. And then this is the button that I mentioned that brings up your spoiler. So you just tap it once to bring up the spoiler, you press it and hold it to go down. Then you have the automatic start and stop, which is standard now on all of the Porsches. This will allow the engine to shut down to save on fuel, and combined with the PDK, you have a coasting function, so the engine will separate from the transmission. It'll essentially feel like you're driving, the car is rolling in neutral. Now, one of the better things about the Cayman is how practical it is for a sports car or for a true roadster. Because the vehicle is a mid-engine design, your engine sits back here. Because of that, you have extra luggage compartment here. And back here, you'll be able to access your oil and then your coolant under here. Again, everything is done for simplicity. Then you have access to these compartments on the side for extra storage. Do also have a compartment up front. So once again, the Cayman's very practical. So if you needed to do day-to-day errands or go on a short trip, more than capable in the Porsche Cayman. Once again, this is Darnell. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you.